Hey everybody, I'm back. It was so good the first time. We had like 50,000 views or 600, whenever you decide to do the math. It was so much fun, and I'm so bored on lockdown that I decided to join you in your living rooms and on your laptops and desktops on your phone once again with some brilliant financial advice. Of course, my name is Aaron Katzman. I am a licensed financial professional both in Israel and in the United States. And I help clients with financial planning, and I open up investment accounts for them in the United States. Hi, Galia. I'm going to wave out to Galia. Thanks so much for joining. Shouts out. You should have a happy Passover under the trying circumstances that we are all under. If you've got any questions or comments, feel free to email me at Aaron at Lighthouse with an L, lighthousecapital.co.il. That's Aaron at lighthousecapital.co.il, or you can check me out on the web at www.aaronkatzman.com. That's www.aaronkatsman, aaronkatzman.com, aaronkatzman.com. It's funny, I got a few comments last time that when I gave out my contact information, I slipped into radio announcer voice, and I did because it comes natural to me. I'm not so good in front of the screen, but I have a lot of experience. I was on pirate radio and a long time, and I've done a lot of voiceover work and things like that. Now, what I'd like to, one more thing. When you go to my website, you're going to find like so much information that I put out there. You're going to be blown away, right? I've got podcasts. I've got, what else do I have? I've got a lot of articles. So you can find a lot of information about some of the topics that we're speaking about today as well. And if you've got any questions or comments, you can email me. You can comment here as well. So what I'd like to talk about today, hold on one second. Is that like Tom the Cat? I just see my reflection here in the thing. How do you like that? I'd like to speak about, remember that thing like, hello shoppers, there's a sale on row 5. My kids are watching me. My wife is here. Everybody's laughing at me right now. That's the beauty of doing it in the dining room table. When your office is moved to the dining room table, everybody looks at you like you're a weirdo. Anyway, my point being, the question out there is, for shoppers, is the stock market on sale? JJ Sussman, you're the man. Thank you very much. And great article to you on from you today in the Jerusalem Post, which was talking about how we have to look through coronavirus, look to the future, and see how we can help society. So kudos to you as well. Question is the stock market on sale? The answer is probably resounding yes. The other question is, well, are things going to be cheaper going forward? It's going to be more of a sale, and the answer to that is I have no idea. As my mother of blessed memory used to say, prophecy was given to fools. Now, a lot of people might consider me one of those, but I still have not yet got prophecy. But what I can say for long-term investors is that you are probably buying the stock market, even today, at a like 30% plus minus discount. Now, again, it might drop 50%, it might drop 60%. I have no idea. But in 5 years from now, 6 years from now, nobody's even remember there was such a thing called coronavirus, right? Nobody remembered there was anything called the financial crisis 11 years later. If we go back 2 months to January when we were riding high and the world was a different place, people didn't remember that 11 years previous the market had crashed. We got through it after a few years. We surpassed where we were, we made it back, and we continued to march higher. So my hunch is that that's the same thing, that the same position we're in now. Haita Ganuni calling in from Seattle, Washington, where it is early in the morning. Thank you very much for joining. How are you? We are speaking about whether people who have some excess cash should invest in the stock market. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at Aaron at Lighthouse with an L, lighthousecapital.co.il. That's Aaron at lighthousecapital.co.il, or you can check me out on the web at www.aaronkatzman.com. That's www.aaronkatzman.com. I'm getting a WhatsApp message that somebody actually noticed I changed my shirt I was talking last time, I was wearing a t-shirt, which was, it's a question. I said I think it was yellow, and I got a lot of nasty comments. It's green. That's my son, Joe, interrupting. And that's good. This is very professional for a professional advisor, but that's what you do when you're working from home. Anyway, I decided to put on a collar this time. Maybe I'll put on a jacket next time. But seriously, we're speaking about what you should do in these trying times. For people with cash, this might be an unbelievable time to take advantage of the low stock market. Again, I can't stress enough that it might be a lot lower sooner rather than later. But for investors with a long-term horizon, this is a really cheap time. And, over time, there's been no better way to make money, basically, than investing in stocks. It beats real estate. It certainly beats government bonds and cash and what have you, other than maybe you've got a successful business, but most people don't. The name of the game is to consistently invest, buy good, solid companies, and that's really the way to grow wealth. So what I would tell you is you should strongly consider, if it fits your investment profile, right? If you've got a long-term horizon, you've got money that you can lose, now is probably not a bad time at all to start investing. In fact, I'm getting calls. It's so random, right? My phone won't ring for, hours. And then all of a sudden I get like these random calls from Hebrew speakers, from people, I don't even know where they find me. And they're all calling and they're saying, well, do you think we think this is a phenomenal time to invest. We'd like to, do business with you or what have you. Regardless, I'm not pitching my services, but the fact is it's really interesting that there's like out there now a certain maturity or a certain investor intelligence, which I don't think necessarily was around 11 years ago or 20 years ago when the high-tech bubble burst, where you see people, maybe it's because we've been through it, we've lived through multiple crashes in all of our lives, and people this time figure, heck, I missed it the first time, I missed it the second time. Third time's a charm, right? Third time, as they say in Israel, Pam Shlishi Glida, right? The third time is ice cream. And some of us can't really see that, but some of us like ice cream. And you missed it in 2008, but maybe 2020 is specifically the time that you really should go ahead and, if you've got free money and you've got a long-term horizon, maybe it's now the time. You should do something about it and look to invest. Again, you might lose money at the beginning. Things considerably can drop. There's no question about it. Things might drop. But going forward, if you've got a long-term horizon, good chance that you're going to do okay in the market. Of course, past performance is no indication of future returns. Got to put that in. What would be a Facebook Live without some kind of, official notification I must give? You've been watching the Aaron Katzman Facebook Live show. That sounds really good, doesn't it? With your host, that's me, where we speak to you about your life, your money, and your investments. If you've got any questions or comments about this or any other topic, feel free to email me at Aaron, Aaron, at Lighthouse with an L, lighthousecapital.co.il. That's Aaron at lighthousecapital.co.il. Or you can check me out on the web at www.aaronkatzman.com. That's www.aaronkatzman.com, aaronkatzman.com. We're probably going to do maybe like 2 of these, maybe 3 of these a week. Jonathan Silver, thank you so much for joining as well. And we'll be back in the next couple of days. I might get addicted to this. Certain people, members of my family, think I'm just going to do this 24 hours a day, but I'm not, because I don't have that much to talk about. That has to do with investing, other things maybe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll be back soon.